mountain below. Be careful, watch of my brother's souls, and should the sky fill with fire and smoke, keep watching over Jerusalem. Smoke on the ceiling, glass in my hand. She walks in slow, don't demand.
I'll be right back.
Some nights I lose where I used to stand, fade through hours like desert sand. But she don't chase, don't cry, don't crack. She waits like thunder, brings me back. She don't try to pull up in, she just stays, and I reach for her. Oh, she brings me back when I drift too far, when I talk in circles beneath the stars. Yeah, her hands don't shake, her voice don't beg. She steadies the storm in my crooked head.
played this one before. And the chair where I used to drink. Yeah, you took my coat and coffee. Even the chair where I used to drink. Now I'm shaking like my life's story. Well, it was the first time of everything. I think that's the first time I played that one. I've got something in my mouth I need to swallow. Just bear with me just a moment, please. Okay, I didn't have to get up and get nothing to drink after all. I appreciate y'all tuning in and enjoying the music with me. I realize some of it's old. I mean, that goes way, way back, but it's still good music. Okay, let's see. I usually get a request for this song, so I'll go ahead and do it now. I usually like to end my session with this song as a tribute to this man. That's the way I like to end it, with this very song, but I'll just go ahead and play it now.
Yes, she needs me.
Walter Wolfman Washington. She's everything to me.
1, 2, 3.
I've got something caught in my throat. I'll be right back. The refrigerator's right behind me. I just got to take a swallow of something.
After you get rid of me, who will the next fool be? I know, I know, I know, I know. There's things in life I'd like to know about the girl I love so. Cause after all is said and done,
Alex Schultz is singing.
you won't be satisfied.
Who will the next fool be? Alex Schultz. Well, a lot of people can relate to that song. Boy, a lot of people can relate to that song.
Bells will be ringing, the glad, glad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone, I have no friend to wish me greetings once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carols by candlelight. Please come on for Christmas. Please come on for Christmas. If not for
It might not be Christmas, but I still like that song. Sometimes I want to eat a snowball in the winter. I don't have to wait for it to be. I don't, need it to be summer for a snowball. In the same way with some of this music, even though it might be Christmas music, I don't need it to be Christmas to play it. When I see a song I like here, I just take it, try to go with it. Okay, here's Living is the Struggle. This guy here actually is in Jerusalem. He's got a beard, long hair. He's been a blues player for years in Jerusalem, of all places. His name is Lazer Lloyd, Lazer, Lazer Lloyd, if you want to look him up. This song here is Living is to Struggle. I gotta turn my light on for my pet. I'll be right back. Let me feed my pet out.
Yeah, living is the struggle.
possums like those cookies.
Living is the struggle. Someone missing someone. You ain't got no struggle. I can tell this way. In the town or in the city, you might be rich, you might be poor. In the town or in the city, no matter if you're rich, yeah. Where you live, where you going? Yes, it's just one choice, and it's a struggle. Just when you think it can't be, make it start all over again. Just when you think you made it, yeah, the make it start all over again. This is only the beginning. Even though you feel like you reached the end. In the struggle that you're living, the sent you here, they can send you back. In the struggle that you're living, the sent you here, they can send you back. Nobody knows the reason. Some struggle in a penthouse, some struggle in a shack. Yes, every
I forgot that song ends right away. was that song I had in my mind I wanted to play now? I forgot it that soon. If I wouldn't have talked, I could have remembered it probably. Let's see, I had a song in mind I wanted to play next. What was it? What was that song? Oh, come on. Oh, please, come on. Maybe I'll see it if I go down the list here. What was that song I wanted to play? Oh, I know what I wanted to play. Black Paris Blues. Black Paris Blues. Black Paris Blues. That's what I wanted to play. Black Paris Blues. If I ever interviewed anybody to want to play in a band with me, just a dude said, hi, hello, Blind Gaming. I thank y'all for tuning in. If I ever wanted to get a band and I wanted to get together with people, and if I needed a rhythm guitar player or any kind of guitar player, if somebody came to me and this next song would be the song I would give them an audition on. Not for rhythm guitar. If they told me they was a lead guitarist, this very next song, Black Paris Blues, is the one that I would. It's the one that I would give them. What do you call it when you, this is the audition song I'd want them to play. Because even though it's kind of bluesy, it is so different off the path when you're playing it. It's one of those songs. Well, now I'm coming across all kinds of songs. You know, I haven't played Ray Charles songs in a long time. Or Eric Clapton, or Stairway to Heaven, stuff like that. I'm running across all kinds, but I've got that one song on my mind. I can come back to these if I don't tire out first, but I want to get to that one. Here it is. This is the one song. If a person told me that they were a super guitarist and all this is the one song. I'd try them out on this song because it's a mixture of kind of blues and jazz licks combined. I wouldn't expect them to get it the first time, even though it might sound easy to you. If you're a guitar player and you try to play this song for the first time, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's kind of a mixture of blues and jazz. It's just not your typical. It's just not some of the typical runs that you follow when you go to play this song. I really like it a lot. But yeah, this is the song I would audition people on. Mighty Mo Rogers, Black Paris Blues. who are guitarists, you know that when it comes to playing lead guitar, if you hit one note that's wrong, with all the picking of the notes, when you play lead guitar in any song, you might play 1,000 to 2,000 notes throughout that song as you're picking that song note for note. And you got to stay in key the whole time. You got to stay in key. If you slip out of key while you're picking, everybody's listening's going to know it. And if you hit just one note wrong, everybody's going to know it. So that is the song. That song there, I wouldn't expect anybody to be able to play it the first time. I'd want them to listen to it 5 or 6 times. Then I'd ask them to play it, not rhythm part. On rhythm guitar, I can by the grace of God only, I am blessed where I can play rhythm guitar. Every song that I play, if I were to write down the chords and play the chords. But you see, your guitar don't stand out too much unless you're playing folk music or ballad music. Now, a lot of country music, you could play rhythm too. But when you're playing with this type of music that's already pre-recorded, I enjoy playing lead type music along with it. Because if you listen to most of this music, a lot of it really don't have much lead in it unless you're playing rock music. Now, when I play something like Led Zeppelin or some Jimi Hendrix or something like that, yeah, that's got a lot of lead in it. But a simple song like that, when I first came across that song, Black Paris Blues, it was so different. Only a guitar player that's just heard this song be played will be able to follow me on this. It's just so different. It's not your regular pattern of a lead that you would follow. There's a regular pattern of lead that you could follow to a lot of songs that might be in a certain category. But that song there, I'll give you another example of a song like this one, like Black Paris Blues, and that is Masquerade. You know that song by George Benson, Masquerade? Now, that's not going to be your regular blues runs in that. That's going to be different too. So every time I make it through a song, I just give God all the praise for it. I never want no pats on the back. And, oh, you could play this, that. No, without God, I can't play anything. But there are some songs I've noticed in music that to anybody that's just wanting to learn songs, and if you pick up a guitar or a piano, anything, there's certain songs you're going to like that you're going to want to play. And you will find that there are some songs, and I'm speaking just to guitar players basically, or piano players, anybody that plays an instrument. Some songs are harder than others. They really are. But I realize the whole time I'm playing here, you don't want to make no mistakes. Because, and especially when I play out in public, I don't want to make any mistakes, because if I make one mistake or hit one wrong note that's out of key with that song, everybody's going to hear it and know it. And they're going to look at one another and laugh you off the stage too. So, yeah, you never want to go out in public unless you know you got a number of songs that you've already been blessed to learn and you think you can play them halfway. I felt so sorry for these young kids one time. I think it was about 3 years ago. I went down to the beach and I was in a car with somebody and I said, hey, look, there's a group. And all these kids were about 16 years old. It reminded me so much of myself when I used to get together with other kids that were like 16 years old. We'd all try to get a group. And they wanted to be a group so bad. And they didn't really know any songs. I don't say that demeaningly. They didn't know any songs. They had a drummer out there. They had a bass. They had a guitarist. But they didn't know any songs. And I kid you not, here's what they did. I like to think I myself would not embarrass myself like that. those young kids wanted to, and they had little girlfriends with them that, was supporting them and everything, but they would just kind of, as I recall, they would just play like one card, and they would say the name of the city that I'm in. Yeah, and that was the whole song. Now, we sat there waiting for them to play something, but they would just, let's just say I'm in New Orleans right now. New Orleans. I'm not laughing, I'm making fun. New Orleans. New Orleans. I'm not making fun. I'm not mocking. I'm just letting you know these poor kids wanted to play in a group so bad. They wanted to be a group. But they hadn't learned nothing yet. And you really can't go out there ahead of time. If you do, you're only going to embarrass yourself. I've been to New Orleans where I've seen people that wanted money so bad, and somebody gave them a guitar. It wasn't an electric. And you couldn't hear them after you passed them 10 foot walking down the sidewalk. But they're up there just doing this, and they're not even playing a card. For instance, this is a D card. They're not even playing that. They're just have their fingers somewhere on the strings, and they're just doing this. And as far as I know, they don't know how to tune the guitar or anything. But somebody gave them that guitar, and they're street people, and they just wanted for somebody to come by and give them $1 or so. And yeah, I felt sorry for them. I'd be glad to give them $1. But I felt sorry for them. I really did. Because I know what that's like. When you're 15 and 16 years old, you want to be able to play like Hendrix. You want to be able to play Led Zeppelin. You want to be able to play, if you're a country boy, you want to be able to play like Glenn Campbell. But you just can't go out there ahead of time, or you really are going to embarrass yourself. People will laugh you to scorn. But those poor kids down there on the beach, they didn't care. They just, and that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were strumming one chord, and they would just say the name of the city. And I'm thinking, oh my, y'all come out here and set up all that equipment, and you didn't have one song down, and all you're going to do is just strum something and say the name of the town here. And of course, their little girlfriends were standing around with their hand on the hip, just looking around. And I felt sorry for them because I believe they were feeling cool doing that. And, it's like anything. You can't try to do nothing. That's why any kind of trade you want to learn, you can't go out there ahead of time if you don't know what you're doing. Somebody told me that there was a Vietnamese boy that wanted to be a welder so bad. He needed money, and he went out to the shipyard, and they gave him a welding test, and he didn't even know to put the welding helmet on to shield his eyes, and he burnt his eyes all up trying to look at that art. Don't never try to do anything or put yourself out there on Front Street if you haven't learned it yet. It's like anything. It takes years to even be a plumber or any kind of trade you take up. When it comes to musical instrument, I remember I learned 3 chords. I was in the 10th grade in high school, and Mrs. Ford brought some guitars there, and that's what really interested me in guitar. She taught us to play Puff the Magic Dragon, and you can play that in 3 chords. And so, I got tired of playing Puff the Magic Dragon. And so I decided I would go. Somebody told me that Massey Music was, they had a guy there that was, he was a guitar player, and he was giving lessons. And boy, this guy blew my mind. He told me what books to get. He gave me a card book, and he gave me a book that showed you how to read music. Well, I'd already been in a high school band. I knew how to read music. Yeah, but it was for the clarinet, playing the clarinet. But I wanted to be a guitar player. So I went over there, and the man, it was like, I think it was $10 for 15 minutes to sit down with this man. Now this man didn't look nothing like a guitar player. He had hair about this long, and he had it slicked back. And I don't say none of this demeaningly, but he's a little overweight. And I sat down with him, and I'm thinking, I want to be a rock guitarist. You know, I want to. And my dad had bought me a good Gibson guitar, an SG Special. So I figured I got the equipment if I could just learn. And I sat down with that man, and boy, when I heard that man do some runs on that neck, he had me playing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star out of the book. I thought, I don't want to play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And when I heard that man burn the neck up, I think his name was Jack Edwards. And I had come to find out that he was a professional jazz guitarist for Hollywood, for the movies, that he would do the background music for the movies. How he ended up on the coast, I'll never know. But I had a rock group down the street from me, and I told them, and they said, oh yeah, we know about him. We know about him. He was such a good guitar player. But you see, if I would have went out there on the street and played Puff the Magic Dragon with just the 3 chords I learned, people would have discouraged me from ever trying to go any further. It would have just aggravated them. But what got me off on all this was that song I just played was Black Paris Blues. When I first come across that song, that's a song like George, kind of like Masquerade. It's just off the beaten path to picking it. If you're a guitar player, you'll know what I mean if you try to play that song. Even though it might sound simple, try to play that song, Black Paris Blues, and stay in the right key the whole time. Don't miss one note, but make sure your lead every step of the way is not going to go off into another key. It's going to blend in with, because some of these songs, they'll jump from key to key. They'll jump from tenor to tenor. And if you don't slide your hand down real quick, you might be able to play the same notes right up here. But if that tenor, that song's down here, you know, there's just so much to learn. People think, I felt so sorry for them young kids out there on the beach. They just wanted to be rock and roll stars so bad. And, yeah, and all they were doing was just strumming and trying to sing the name of the town we're in. So I thought, well, maybe one day, you never know. It doesn't pay to demean anybody when you hear them play, because one day your sons and your daughters that you don't think they'll ever be talented, it took them 2 years maybe to learn one song. You never know. One day they might be one of the greatest guitarists in the world, one of the greatest piano players in the world. So everything pretty much has small beginnings, very small beginnings. So I try not to discourage anybody, but I also try to protect people from going out there and making a fool out of themselves if you haven't learned anything. If you haven't learned anything yet, you want to be an entertainer, but you just haven't learned enough yet to, this is another point I make. If you do decide you want to go out on the street and play and make some money with your guitar and stuff, don't go out there with 20 songs. 20 songs will be ate up real quick. And if you ever play in a club or something, sometimes you got to go 8 whole hours. So you want to at least play about at least 10 songs an hour. So that's going to be about 80 songs through the night. So before you want to be an entertainer, just don't learn no 20 or 30 songs, and then you have to end up playing them over and over. And I suggest that those that are guitar players, that you try to learn some country, some rock, some blues, some jazz, because there's going to be people that's going to. And then I always tell people, when people want me to play metal, I tell them I don't want to even try it. I would need a delay pedal, I would need a distortion pedal to even sound like a metal player. And I don't play punk music, so if you can't do it, it's the best thing to do is say, I can't do it. I've never done that before. And it's always was to never go beyond your means when it comes to anything. It comes to anything. When I used to go offshore as a welder, that's what I did for years. I've been with 5 different oil companies in the offshore industry through different marine contractors. And welders are people that get jealous of one another real quick and fast. And I have been on jobs to where if your welding is better than the other people, they will go behind your back and badmouth you and try to get you fired because they don't want you to show them up. And I have found that, as sad as it is, in every field it's like that, whether it's welding or any type of thing. It's like everybody wants to be top dog. Everybody wants to be better than everybody else. They all want the preeminence over each other. By the grace of God only, I hope not to ever be that way, and I hope to be ready to tell you if you ask me to play something, if I don't know how to play it, I'm not going to make a fool out of myself if I can help it. If I can't play it, if I've never played it, I'll tell you. But what got me off on all this is just that song, because when I first came across that song, Black Paris Blues, I love it. And I started playing it years ago, but there's one thing I found out about it. That and that song Masquerade by George Benson. There's some songs that are just so off the beaten path. And it might take, well, like I think most musicians, before they ever venture to even go out on their first venture to play in public, they usually practice and get together and practice, and they got a list of songs that they're going to play if they're ever invited someplace to play. But if you're a musician and you're listening in, I suggest that all musicians learn a little bit of every type of music, because it opens up many more doors for you, many more doors. If your band can't get booked because you're in one of these towns or cities where, like Branson, Missouri, and everybody wants country music, if you learn how to play some country music, hey, you can go ahead and start making some money. If you're a place where all they want is rock and you know rock, hey, you can make you some money there. But I've noticed in the field of music, very few musicians do that. Mostly they're just going to stick with what they like, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be a rock musician and just play rock music, that's fine. If you want to be a jazz musician and just play jazz, that's fine too. If you want to be a blues musician like B.B. King and that's all you want to play is blues, that's fine too, because every one of those categories is going to draw a crowd if they're really good when they go out there. But I really wish I wouldn't have got off into this category and jabbered all that kind of, but I noticed, what got me off into that, I used to think from time to time when that song Black Paris Blues, I used to think, if I ever interviewed another guitarist and if I wanted to see how well seasoned they were and talented they were, I would give them that song. I'd ask them if they ever played it before, if they ever heard it, and I'd say, let's listen to it 2 or 3 times, and I want you to try to play along. Let me hear what you got. And that's one song I'd want to try them out on. Because I figure if they could do that song, they could probably do almost any other song. And that song Masquerade, nobody will ever get that song down like George Benson got it down. That is a beautiful song, but like I said, there's some songs that when artists come out with them, that's their song. Nobody can do it any better than them, and this is the way it is. But I do enjoy playing the music that I do play, and I just give God the thanks that He's blessed me to be able to play guitar, because I got tired playing the clarinet early on as a kid. My parents, they didn't want to hear me blow the horn. Oh, there he is with that horn again. And then when I sold the horn, oh, you was just getting good. Why did you sell it? Hey.
If I should stay, I will only be in
Oh, excuse me.
your way. So I'll I'll think of you every step of the way. And
when I end the session tonight, I like to tell people to go look up the video on Leslie Lemke, Lemke, Leslie Lemke. If you ever want to see somebody that was never able to ever take a music lesson, they wasn't able to. Their eyes were removed out of their head at birth. They didn't talk till they were 14 years old, but they could sing any song, I think, when they were 8 years old. But they couldn't talk. They couldn't feed themselves. They couldn't walk. I know that sounds crazy, Yeah, you'll see. I know. If I wouldn't have ran across it, people from the medical profession traveled all over the world watching this boy play. Anything he hears on the piano, he just plays it. They discovered, they took a picture of him when he was 7 years old when they heard music playing in the house one night. The people that adopted him, he had so many handicaps and impairments that he was born with. And she ran, took a picture, and went and got all her neighbors. She was a little Irish woman. I tell you, when you see that video, you'll know that God blesses people with musical talent. I tell you, Ray Charles, he was blind, but yet he could walk, he could talk. This kid couldn't do any of that, but yet he was able to sing and play and couldn't talk or carry a conversation of any kind. He would just sit there in a chair. Can you imagine sitting in a chair silent, unless you're playing the piano or singing, silent for like 14 years. And then one day you start talking. I know that sounds crazy, but you look him up after you leave my channel. Leslie Lemke. It came out many years ago. This story is old. And there's about 3 videos that tell the whole story. But one of them's one of the videos is May's Miracle, M-A-Y-S. That was the name of the little lady that adopted this kid. And like I said, she had to teach him everything. He couldn't even eat. She had to shove the food down his throat. She got him as a little baby. His eyes were removed. And it's a sad story in a way, but it turned out good. It's really a miracle to see somebody with that many impairments, but yet when it came to music, anything he hears he could play. And you could, if you told him anything about a note, he can't even see no notes. He wouldn't know nothing about no scales, no notes. He wouldn't understand if you tried to teach him anything about music. He just knows how to play it when he hears it. And I mean note for note. I mean note for note. There are people that God has gifted that way. Yes, indeed. When I think of Ray Charles, but Ray Charles didn't even have all the impairments that this kid had. So if you ever want to, if you think the days of miracles is over with, like I said, I'll be through here in just a few moments. I'm only going to play a few more, but look that kid up after you. I'll try to put this in every night when I do a video. I try to encourage people, go look this video up of Leslie, L-E-S-L-I-E, Leslie Lemke, L-E-M-K-E. And if you've never seen a miracle, it'll blow your mind to watch. Because this little lady, she filmed the journey through this boy's growth and stuff. And it's just amazing. I'm glad she took a picture of him, though, the first night that they heard music playing in the living room, and they thought they left the radio or the television on. And she went in there, and this kid that she adopted, who couldn't talk, he could not talk, no eyes, but he was playing the orchestra music that was playing on the radio during the daytime. He was playing it. And I'm not talking about stuff that a hit and miss where it halfway sounds right. No, I mean this kid's hitting note for note. Leslie Lemke, that is one kid that had received a musical miracle from God. And he traveled all over the world. The little lady that adopted him, she died. Her daughter took him over. And I don't know if Leslie Lemke is still alive today. I need to Google that and see. But I think he would be about 40 years old now. But yeah, so that's why I like to encourage people, if you feel like music is your calling in life, I encourage you to pray to God to bless you in that field. Because I have come across people in life that I knew they were God blessed to be able to play like they did. And there are people that will never be able to go to a music school or to a college like Joliet and learn music or anything. God just blessed them with the gift. They can hear it, they can play it. But boy, that poor kid with all the impairments that he had, I mean, it's just something. And then when he started singing, he could sound just like Louis Armstrong. You remember Louis Armstrong that played the cornet in New Orleans in the French Quarter? I can't get a real deep, raspy voice, and he used to sing that song, Hello, Dolly. And this kid ended up being able to sing just like him. He's a white guy, too. Leslie Lemke, look him up afterwards, please. Some people won't do it because they think I'm lying. They think that what you're telling us is too impossible. That just can't be. All I can say is you'll see. Okay, Mariah Carey. This is my favorite song right here. This is my all favorite song. If I could pick one song of every song that exists on the planet today, this is my favorite. It might not be yours. Everybody's got a favorite song. I want to play the song for the police officers. Their favorite song is Tennessee Whiskey. But my favorite song is this one by Mariah Carey. My favorite song. I love it. Love that song. Carey. My All. Oh, I love that song. Love that song. I close my eyes when I play. Even out on the street, I close my eyes when I play because if I look at people, it'll distract me and it'll take away my concentration from playing. So I close my eyes. The only time I open my eyes, even when I'm out on the street playing, is the only time usually is just to open it up long enough to go to my phone and get the next song. That's it. Yeah, I can open my eyes and keep them open while I'm playing somewhat, but I don't enjoy the music as much. It's like I want to shut the world out. It just works better for me that way. It does. It works better for me that way. Okay, let's see. You know what? I have not played any country music tonight except, oh, I'm forgetful. I'm so forgetful. I was going to play for the police officers. I was going to play that, Tennessee Whiskey. I'm very forgetful, folks. I'm very, very forgetful. I can remember things when I was a kid. But anything 5 minutes ago or yesterday, I can't hardly remember. Tennessee Whiskey. Yeah, music is so therapeutic to me. I feel like I've got to play it every day. If I don't, and if I ever rest from it like I did last week for about 3 days, I try to do artwork. Okay, Tennessee Whiskey. Oh my. Okay, I'll try to play just a couple more. Water Police Office up there in Hattiesburg. They sure like that song. Here's a song that I usually don't rush to try to play it. I have found, of all the songs that I've ever played, that this one song here that appeared in a movie about meth. You remember that movie Breaking Bad? That movie made this one song by Gnarls Barkley very popular. It's called Who's Gonna Save My Soul? But I have never played another song to where your guitar's got to be perfectly in tune. If you're off just the slightest, it's not going to sound right with this song. So let me make sure that I'm really tuned good. It's been a little while since I played it. If I mess it up, please forgive me. It's called Who's Gonna Save My Soul by Gnarls Barkley. That was a song that played in that movie Breaking Bad. Yeah, of all the songs I've ever played, that song there, if you're the slightest off and not tuned just right, you'll hear it. You'll hear the mess up. Okay, I'll try. I'm getting tired now. Okay, Who's Gonna Save My Soul? Gnarls Barkley. 802,000 people have tuned in to listen to this song. Turn it up some.
Got some bad news this morning, which in turn made my day. If someone spoke, I listened. All of a sudden, had less to say. Like somebody else, and although he was imitated on still felt like I was being myself. It was a shame that someone else had told me
If you notice, there's not too many different notes in that song. You've got to keep a lot of sustain on certain notes before you switch to other notes to blend it in with that song. For a guitar player, you see, it's mostly an organ that's playing all through that. I don't think he even had a bass player. Let me see. I don't think he even had a bass player playing with him there. Let me see. I think it was just an organ. And when you come across songs like that, it's hard sometimes for a guitar player. It's him and an organ and a bass. He does have a bass player. If you don't mind, I'm going to try it one more time. It's a hard song. It don't sound hard, but believe me, if you go to the next note too quick, you're going to mess up on it.
That's a bad morning, which in turn made my day. As someone spoke, I listened. All of a sudden, and less today. Oh, how could this be? All the time I live vicariously. Who's beside my
I used to have a lot of trouble with that song. A lot of trouble with that song. I wanted to learn it, but it's just a song all in its own class. It's like your timing's got to be perfect with it. If you go to the next note too soon on it, and that organ just keeps the same two notes when it first starts. It keeps one note and then it goes to another one. And it'll do that over and over again, one note to the other. It's, you got to really listen carefully to it if you don't want to mess up. Okay, let's see. What else did I want to play for y'all? Yeah, pattern of oddness, jazz. Boy, I tell you, I know. There's one gypsy jazz song that I like, and I usually play it, and it's titled All of Me. It's the one gypsy jazz song that doesn't have too much pattern of oddness in it, but a lot of gypsy jazz players play it. But a lot of their other stuff, oh my, it's like it's best to, one might ought to go live with the gypsies for about 10 years if you want to learn gypsy jazz. I mean, they're some of the fastest guitarists in the world. If you think these modern day shredders are fast, you look up Jimmy Rosenberg. Jimmy Rosenberg is like, it sounds like a bee. I mean, he is so super fast with some of the stuff he plays. Jimmy Rosenberg, boy, I tell you. And usually when you reach his category, they only play in the real high-class clubs overseas, real high-class clubs. But boy, you'd almost think they went to bed with their guitar because, and it's like you never hear them make a mistake. I mean, they've just got it down so good. Now, I promise you, I don't have this song downloaded. I just come across it. It's been put on here for 2 days. They put it on here 2 days ago. And I'm not going to download it unless I like it. So I don't know what it's going to sound like. But it says A Man's Soul Blues Confession. So let me see what it sounds like. If I don't like it, I'll just pass it up. Didn't know it's going to be that loud. So far, it sounds good. Let's see what it sounds like, what he's singing.
She asked me to stay just one. Said the rain made her feel alone.
Oh my.
But I had cried.
Boy, it don't take much of the blues to get under my skin.
And right
I think the blues will always be my favorite.
She stood there in the door.
Oh yeah, it'll always be my favorite, I believe. I like country music too and other music, but
I kissed her.
I think I like the blues probably more than the other kind of music.
This is for me. Sky cracked open after
Let me download it.
like a heaven's begging back. Like a the time that I done the thing when you should have. I should have stayed that night, laid down, let her cry against my shoulder, instead of some roads don't, some roads won't. There's a
guess when you think you found it all on YouTube and then you come across another good one. Boy, I sure like that. Well, I downloaded it. I hope to play that tomorrow night, the next night, the next night, the next night after that. Boy, I tell you, I mean, I really like that song. Something about the title just caught me in the way they had the picture of the guy on there. Now I'm wanting to look for other new music. Now here's one, and I promise you I've never played it before. It's called Soul Blues Story. It's 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And it says, some roads don't circle back. Heartfelt soul blues love song. Well, now, with all that, that sounds enticing. I want to try it. I give you my word, I've never played this before, and I'm just now coming across it. So, let me see what it's going to sound like. Oh, my. Well, I'm running across some treasure tonight.
We said forever in the heat of July. Back porch promises, stars in your eyes. But forever don't always mean what it should. You left with your reason, I stayed with the mood. Replay the silence more than our song. Funny how quiet can stretch out so long. Your coffee cup still on the windowsill. Been long, but my hands remember the feel. Some road don't circle back. Some heart just lose their track. But I ain't bitter, I ain't blue. I'm just older now, and I see some loves don't last, but they still take that feel.
Download that
I
song.
walked the diner, saw your old chair, have hope to find ain't no agony, just breath and grace. Don't need to hold a place to leave a trace.
like that song too. So that's 2 new songs. Now he has one right under it. Says Blues You Can Feel. Let's see what this sounds like. Well, I can't get over it. It's like they're just falling right in place. I've never played this before.
Every time we never dared to try.
And now that's what that.
Still lives
Let's see.
in the corner of my eye.
They call it pattern of oddness, Jay.
We were
There's a
close,
little oddness off here, I
but
think.
never really together.
Enrique, how you doing?
Like a storm that
Hey, how you
rumbles,
doing?
but don't bring the weather.
Let me see if I can play it.
Almost lovers, always in between. More than friends, less than the same. We burn slow, but never caught fire. A love half written and unspoken desire. Name would linger long after you're gone, like perfume trapped in a house. We laugh like we knew the end was near, but neither of us dared to make it clear. I watched your shadow walk away each time, still hoping fate might change its mind. We were close, but never really together. Like a bird that circles, but don't really get. You were the voice I couldn't find, the echo that kept me lost. Almost lovers in silent surrender. Heartbeats still.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that
I
one too.
don't hate you, I don't blame me. Some love just don't fit. The loud door key and yet in the quiet of time, it's still there now and then. Years come by and we both move slow. Different rivers swim untold. I still hear your laugh in the road and feel your spoken ghost. We were close, like a breath to a kiss. Lived in the past, not the moment we missed. We had the heat, but not the flame. Love with no title, no one to blame. We were close, but never really together. And that's the kind of
Oh yeah, I've downloaded that song too. Here's another one right under it. It says Whispers at Midnight. See what that sounds like.
I watched you cry, but I still walk. Your goodbye echo down
let
that
me go.
hallway I locked.
I don't know, that sounds pretty good.
Now it's just silence, and a clock that talks. I lit the fire, then cursed the burn. You reached for me, I didn't return. Thought I was strong, now I just yearn. This is the door I close myself. Every night I feel it swell. I'll be the one
that one too. I like that one too.
Truth is cruel when it finds no grace. Your old scarf hangs on my chair. I should have burned it, but I wouldn't dare. It holds the scent of the love I spent. This is the dark myself. Every night I feel it swell. I built the wall you tried to climb. Love don't wait, not every time. Now your name's right up there, like smoke in empty air. Found a note tucked in a drawer. You said I read it when you'd already gone. They said time can heal, but I don't agree. Some wounds just grow where love used to be.
You know, that guy there must be a guitar player because, let's see, who was it that said, chicken on biscuits? They call that pattern of oddness jazz. Man, you're right. I've been, while I was playing that song, I was thinking about what you said there. I really was. Because some of these songs, it's not going to be just, how did I put it earlier? There's a lot of songs that just have a certain pattern regardless of the key that you play it in. There's a pattern that is so similar. But then there's some of them that have that oddness of pattern, like that brother said there on the screen. And then he put jazz. And a lot of jazz, and some of these songs have both blues and jazz mixed in together. And if you're playing it for the first time, like I've been doing these last 4 or 5 songs, you got to listen to it. Sometimes what I do, if you notice, before I play, I'll let that play first, and I try to hurry up and catch up with it. Because if I try to stay with it, now since I've never heard it before, I'm liable to mess it up. If anybody ever asks you to sit in with them, and they want to play a song that you don't know or you've never played before, just always listen and let the song itself, or whoever's going to sing in a what, let them get just a little slight ahead of you. And if you have to speed up just to catch, because you certainly don't want to breach that, what that brother said, that pattern of oddness, because that's what jazz is a lot. It's a pattern of oddness compared to other patterns that you play with. Okay, now this next song is the same, in case y'all want to know who's putting this out. And I just came across it, 20 minutes ago? It's called Whispering Soul Blues. Now I realize this is AI. I know this ain't humans doing the singing. It ain't humans doing the playing. I know AI when I hear it. If I click on any of these titles, it'll tell me below this is AI. But I play along with a lot of AI music because this artificial intelligent music, whether it be jazz or blues, some of it's better than what humans are doing right now. The last 3 or 4 songs, that's artificial intelligence. The only human that was involved was the one that used that app on their phone, and they spoke into it and said, give me a blues song about a guy breaking up with a girl or whatever. And it'll give you a song with the instruments and everything. And if you want it to sound country, you could say, I want it to be a country song. And it'll give you a country song. I know I've used AI before. I used one AI program and I said I want a 24-line song and I want every line to rhyme. And I want there to be a chorus. And I want it to be a blues song, and I want it to be about a guy who came home from the service. His wife had ran out with another man, and the children and him, the marriage is broken up. Within 4 seconds, I had a song that was completely rhymed. I mean, every line rhymed and everything. Then I took those words and I pasted them into another app that I used to subscribe to, and I told the other app, I want you to take these lyrics and I want you to apply blues music to it. And all of a sudden it has a full blues band playing with those lyrics. You see, people don't have to write music nowadays. It's nothing to it. You can let AI do all the writing. You just tell it what you want the song to be about and it'll rhyme it. And then you can go to the music part of AI and just tell it, I want this to be a country song. And you know what? If you don't like it, what sounds like country, you can say change it to blues, and it plays the whole song out. What the last 3 or 4 songs I've been playing along with, that's artificial intelligence. And this guy names his channel Whispering Soul Blues. All these songs now, I've never heard them before. So let me go now. Here's another one he's got on here, and the title of it is Don't Ask Me About Her. Don't ask me. It doesn't say about her, just don't ask me about her. So let me see what this sounds like. Just think, that's not a real guitar player, that's a computer.
They asked me if I miss her.
No, I don't care for that one.
I laughed and shook.
Now this one is a different AI program by somebody else that's using AI. It's called Deep Blues Guitar for Real Men, Whiskey Night Sessions. It's 11 minutes long. Now I might like it, I might not. I only download the ones I like, so let me see. They show a guy playing a guitar and his fingers aren't moving to that sound. It's robotic, it's AI, but it still sounds good.
I woke up with silence where your voice used to be.
Just think that's a computer singing.
Ashes in the ashtray and cold coffee looking at me. The guitar by the window hums out the last line. That bottle on the table, yeah, whiskey don't. 'Cause the blues don't pretend, and the night never ends. When love walks away, only strings understand. So I play through the pain with a tear in my eye. Yeah, I play through the truth, 'cause whiskey don't lie.
Oh, there's another.
Shadows in the doorway.
Okay, now he didn't name it Whiskey Don't Lie, but I've got a saved song called Whiskey Don't Lie, and it's about a woman singing it, but it's all AI, so I don't need to download this one. But it looks like that guy ran out of putting music, but well, here's another one. Whiskey Blues Man, slow blues guitar for whiskey. Well, I don't know if he's singing with it or not. It's 12 minutes long. Let me see. If I like it, I'll just play a part of it. and I'll save it and try to pick it up later. Let me see what it sounds like. Sounds good. Yeah, I like that one. I'll go ahead and download it. Okay, notice though they're not singing in that. There's no singing. It's just going to be guitar playing. But still, I liked it, so I downloaded it. And I do this almost every day. I look for new stuff that I can play along with. Now this one here says Deep Melancholy and Whiskey Blues. I don't think anybody drinks whiskey gets the blues. I think the whiskey washes the blues away from them myself, but I might be wrong. It says emotional guitar solo for Forgotten. Well, let me see what that sounds like. If it's one that's worth saving to play along with. I guess I'll say that one. I guess I'll say that one too. And to think, every voice that you hear in there and all that music, it's all AI. All that's done with a computer. Not a human involved except for the human that tells the computer what to do. But see, you can make music all day long. The reason why I know that is because I do have a number of songs myself that I've used AI. I've used AI to help me with the lyrics, and then I put them into another one to see what it would sound like with the music, and I combined them. So I got about 8 or 10 songs like that, and they're on another phone that I've put away that I don't use anymore, but at least they're saved on the chip inside that phone. And if I ever want to retrieve them, I can. And that way I don't subscribe to AI technology anymore like that. I just enjoy the technology that other people have subscribed to and gotten blues songs or country songs. And if it sounds good and if I can play along with it, hey, since I pay 20 some bucks a month to be a premium member where I can load this on my phone, that way I've always got the music with me. If I'm at a party or anywhere and somebody wants me to play along, I can just pull my phone out and I've got all this different types of music. But if you don't pay YouTube that money, you can't download these songs and keep them on your phone. And they would be filled with so many commercials, they would stop ever so often. So it's worth it to me to pay them 20 some bucks. Now this is an AI song here. Never heard it before. So I just want to see if I can
mistake was to love. Woman, you had my soul, my heart in your hand.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and download that one too. I don't know if you noticed, though, that sounds like the same words of another AI song that somebody else had. Yeah, I like this song.
I hit in a depression. I smiled, but my eyes were rosy. You became my way of being without a doubt. It's known as a scar that never
that song. Okay, I've downloaded it. Now the next one, this one says blues for chillin'. I'm in love with you. Let me see what it sounds like. I'll tell you what, I'm gaining all kinds of new songs here tonight to play along with. Yes, I like that song.
Cry to the sky.
You download it.
I'm just a man, and I feel like dying.
Boy, to think they can have a machine sing like
I'm
that.
beside myself.
That's not a human being
Can't
singing.
sleep at night. I want you and I need to say it right. I'm in love with said it quiet. Now I'm saying it loud. I'm in love with you, baby. And I ain't proud.
Oh yeah, let me make sure that's loaded up. Okay, I downloaded
I'm
that.
just real.
Now let's see, this is a different one. Perhaps You've Long Forgotten Me. Dark blues ballad, male voice. Let me see what it sounds like. Look, we're all getting some new stuff here tonight here. Can't get over it.
When your spring like I cross my mind, my black bound book of love opens softly. Your eyes that make me forget me, do they leave words on the tip of my tongue? Tell me the only owner of my heart. Am I guilty of forgetting the truth? Holding on to a dream while my dreams run
debating whether I ought to load that one up or not. Let me go to. Let me see if I can find one more. Let me see if I can find one more. You know, I notice these artificial intelligence songs, they come and go in waves. Sometimes you go on YouTube and you find a bunch of them, just like I did tonight, that are really good songs to play along with. But then sometimes you might go for weeks and you can't find any on here. I don't know why that is. And then some that are extremely good, that stand out above all the rest, they only last a week or two and then they end up being taken off. There was a couple songs that were super good, even though they were AI, and all of a sudden they disappeared. I don't know if it's because they claimed copyright to it or if there's a fight over the copyright or what. But I don't know. I tell you, it doesn't matter. Some of the AI, the voices sound better than what people are singing today. I mean, who would have thought that ever? Who would have ever thought that, who would have just ever thought that AI would be singing, playing all the instruments and, okay, you know what? Let me play a country song. I've been playing blues. I still want to, after I get off tonight, might search for some more. I'm getting so tired though. I'm really getting tired. I better let me play this one for now. This might be my last one. It's called We Danced, and it's by Brad Paisley.
But
You know what? There's one other song I want to play, and we'll call it a night. I'm about to pass out. I am about to pass out. I'm so tired. One of my phones, I played so many hours on the other phone, it went out, and this one's going to go out any moment. I want to play one more. Oh, look, I thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really do. It's going to be a love song. It's a country song. It's an old one by Ronnie Millsap. I'd be a legend in my time. Let's see, I'd be a legend. Here it is. Let me put some eye drops in my eyes. It's only 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Not quite 3. I used to sit in a rocking chair when I was a kid and rock back and forth and listen to this song play over and over and over and over and over and over again. I think I must have broke up with somebody. I think I must have fell in love and broke up with somebody at the time, and that's why I was so addicted to listening to this song. Yeah, I think that's why I was so drawn to this song at the time. Oh, my eyes are so relaxed now. Oh my, yeah, they feel so much better. Oh, excuse me. Get a drink of Dr. Pepper here. I thought this was Coke. Fed the possums a while ago, so they should be fed. Okay. Yeah, I think what happened, I broke up with somebody I cared about, and that's why I played this song over and over and over when I was a kid. About to pass out, I'm so tired. I want to play more, but I'm so tired. You know what? I'll try to play one more. I'm so tired. I don't know if I'll make it through. It's by Glenn Campbell. And because I haven't played any of his music in a while, if somebody asks me to play, I don't want to be too rusty on it. So I'll try to play this one. It's Gentle on My Mind.
It's knowing that your door's always open and your time's way too long. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds and the each things that are driving on some line. That keeps you in the back roads by the rivers of my memory. It keeps you it's not clinging to the rocks of my feet, but it on their colors now that bind me. Or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgetting when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you just stumble on them. Those wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us. And some mother woman is crying to her mother 'cause she turned when I was gone. I still not right in the silence, tears of joy like stained my face, and the summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. But not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. I dig my clothes back from a burning crackling carbon in some train yard. My beard left me in cold bottle and a three-half gold hole across my face. Through cupped hands round the tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're waiting on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
I'm getting working hard. I'm so tired I can hardly talk. Oh no, this song started before I could shut the phone off, and it's a song I like. So I'll play this one and I'm turning that phone off afterwards. It's by Jerry Lee Lewis.
Today he traded his big 98 Oldsmobile. He got a heck of a deal on a new Porsche car. He's wearing his usual gray business suit. He's got jeans behind the boots with an embroidered star. And the day he's 40 years old, going on with
of that song is Middle Age Crazy. And I think all men go through that, unless the only way you're not going to go through that if you're a man is if the biological part of your body isn't working right. I seen a man go, let's see, how old was I? When I was 20 years old, I worked in a place. I shared that with some of you all the other night. I worked in a carpenter shop when I was about 20 years old. And they had a plumbing shop right next to ours. And, you know, you dress in jeans and stuff, rugged clothes. At the end of the day, some of us winding down, we were just taking it easy, talking amongst ourselves. And we looked over there at the plumbing shop, and the man who was over the plumbing thing, I mean, he looked rugged. I mean, he looked like he'd been wrestling in the dirt or so during. He goes over to a lock and he starts dressing up like he's going out to a wedding. And our boss looked at us and said he's going through a midlife crisis, and he just started doing that where he wants to get all dressed up and everything, and some men go through that. It's so weird. It is so weird of a thing to go through. And Jerry Lee Lewis there, who sang that song, I think he was in his 50s when he married his 14-year-old cousin. So you know he had a midlife crisis, and he wrote that song about it, saying, I'm a middle-aged man and I'm trying to prove I still can. And at the end of the song he says, by the way, I still can, and trying to add humor to it. But men go through that, and also women go through that too. They go through that. They call it the change of life. And you reach a point where you don't want to lose that youth. You just don't want to, you could feel a part of your body's dying out, kind of. And you just don't, what little bit of youth you feel left, you don't want to lose it. And so, and you start finding yourself going after people that's much younger than you. And it makes you look foolish. And it opens you up for younger girls to make a fool out of you. And it makes older women, it makes younger boys that they go after end up making a fool out of them. I know of a case right now where this older woman, she's got all kinds of medical problems. And I don't say this demeaningly at all, but she's extremely overweight. Medical problems real bad. Diabetes is eating up her legs and stuff. But she's got a 26-year-old boy staying with her. And she's thrilled to death to have him live with her. And she buys him his beer. And this is the only reason why he's staying with her. He's not in love with this woman. As long as she buys his beer, he knows that she gets a monthly check and the rent's going to be paid. He done found him a sugar mama. The rent's going to be paid, and he's going to get all the beer he wants, all the cigarettes he wants. And all he has to do is just sit up there in that apartment with her and watch TV and make her feel like, you know, it makes her feel good probably when she gets around other older women like, hey, I got me a 26-year-old boy. Well, older men go through that too. They'll let a younger woman take advantage of them, move in with them. And the young woman thinks, hey, I got all my rent paid, I've got all my food bill paid, and